Hey y'all, welcome back. So in today's tutorial or video, we will be doing a cut crease. Okay, and we're going to be using my palette, the NiqueNaturalTM Beat palette. Just one second, let me get that for you. So here it is. It looks like this, and this is how it looks in the inside. If you guys want a better video displaying the palette, I will post the link, okay, for my website, so that way you can see pictures of it looking, you know, all new and fresh. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so before we begin, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows using my NiqueNaturalTM brow pencil. That's on my website as well, y'all. Check it out. I would really appreciate it, okay? So let me just go ahead and fill in my brows. And I have a video on that as well. In case you guys are interested, I'm going to go ahead, fill in my brows, and I'll be right back. Okay, now since I filled in my brows, I'm going to go into Juvia's Place. This is Juvia's Place Concealer in the number 12. And I have an art brush that I've got that I've purchased from Ross. So I like to take that, put that on the back of my hand to warm it up. Okay. Then from watching like P. Louise, because I do have her brush, but I decided to get some of these so that way I don't use my P. Louise brush. I know it sounds crazy, but anyway, that using bigger brushes are, you know, they can be better, and it's less time consuming when you have a bigger brush. So I'm just adding more product and coating both sides of the brush. And I'm just going to come in here and place that product down. And you can build up as you go. You don't have to do it all in one motion if you feel more comfortable that way. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and fill my lid area. That's what I mean, see? About it being less time. See what I'm saying? So I'm just going to shake that like so. Okay, now we have that. Tap that base just to flatten it and make everything seamless, and also to make it tacky. So now that we've done that, I'm going to go to my Morphe 506 brush. I'm going to go into Meadow. So I'm just going to tap that on there like so. And I'm just going to, as you can see, like there's a divot right here above this area, like my crease area. I'm just going to follow that line, that divot. I'm going to follow it. Oh my goodness, how did I do that? I'm going to follow it very lightly. And then I can build up that color. So I'm just going to trace it so I know which way to go. Okay, that's which way I'm going to follow. So now I'm going to pack that on to that line. See that? Just packing that on. Another thing, I have my mirror and I'm looking down so that way I can follow that shape around. So as y'all can see, when I look down, I'm going to look down, and that's just flattening out my lid so that way I don't have creasing. So I'm gonna take that brush and pull it down. See? And I'm just gonna keep going over that repeatedly until it gets to the right amount of pigment that I want. Okay, so that looks good. And what I'm gonna do is Y'all seen those microfiber cloths? I like to put this, ooh, sorry y'all. I like to put this on my lap because I use it as like a color swatch. So I'm just going to wipe my brush off on that cloth. And now I'm gonna go back. This is your time to use a clean, fluffy brush. So I'm just gonna go back and just blend this area. Just soften it up just a little bit at the edge, okay? Just, that's all we're doing. And I'm really just blending that very lightly because I don't want to smear too much. So I kept this part of the video so you can see me blending in real time. I don't want to speed this up too much because I wanted you guys to see how long it takes, or, you know, just get an idea. Just on the edge. Okay, and that looks good. Wonderful. And I'm just pressing between that color and that concealer. Okay. And if you feel like you've taken off a little bit too much color, just go back to that shade again and just press it right in the center and keep it concentrated there. Okay, so now we can go ahead and cut the crease because we're not going to do multiple colors. We're just going to cut the crease, okay? Okay, so for the crease, I'm going to use Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas, and I'm going to place that on the back of my hand again. This stuff is so pigmented. It's a little watery though, but that's okay. It's not as thick as other concealers, but I think there's probably a reason for that. So it's easy to like manage. So okay, so y'all know how you supposed to go. Just basically put a line there so you can stamp it. And try not to get it on your eyelashes like I did. And then all you have to do is fill this up. Like press your brush. Fill that up. And it's so much faster and easier if you just use a bigger brush. So, and then also if your brush acts all crazy, like just pinch your brush. Okay. So I don't know if you can see that. So I'm just gonna follow it around and pull it down. See, I'm just packing that down. And yeah, you can flip your brush over. So like that, and that looks good. And I'm just gonna take my finger and tap out that white there. Okay, so that looks good. So next I'm gonna go into a shimmer shade, and I'm going to go into, I'm thinking Nugget. I'm gonna go into this Nugget right here. So again, remember to tap out your base like you did before for the first layer. And I'm just showing you a cut crease. I'm not, normally if you want like a sharper cut crease, you can use like some type of makeup remover to get it more defined or whatever, but I'm just showing you the basics, okay? So we're gonna go into that Nugget shade, and I'm using that same brush. That flat brush. It really helps if you have a flat brush or a brush, big or small, whichever one that you can like manage best. So I'm just gonna tap that over my lid. And I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to do this because I'm like, I want to see how it looks. So I'm wiping off my brush and I'm gonna go into sour grape. So don't kill me, y'all. I know I'm teaching y'all, but at the same time, I'm like, I want to see it. So all you have to do is just go in, act as if I'm going in with the same shade. Ooh, ooh, that's pretty. So the key is to use a color that is very noticeable and different in shade. You don't want to do too dark colors because then you won't be able to tell that you did a cut crease. So you want to make sure the contrast, like it's one is light and one is dark. So it can look all like 3 or 2D or whatever. Okay. Just drag that and pull that on around. Closing it up here. I mean, I love y'all because I normally have cut creases, but I'm doing a full cut crease for y'all. Okay. So I'm just gonna go in and just sharpen that up just a little bit more, and then I'll be back. Okay, so another tip that I do, sometimes I'll use like an art brush, and I got this from Ross. I like to get like cheap art brushes in the pack so I can get multiple. And then I'll go into that shimmery shade and just like make sure I don't color outside the line and be very, very careful to smooth that line there and that color out. And then, you know, sometimes I got to play around with it to know where exactly is my crease gonna be and things like that. So I'm looking at my crease or whatever, and I can see that my background can go a little higher. So that just depends on your personal preference on how you would like your cut crease to look. So I want mine to go just a little higher than that. So I'm just going back into that meadow and tapping that around. Like right here where it's very faint. And, you know, trying my best not to have any product or fall onto all that work, you know. So I'll just press it. You know, sometimes it don't take all that. You can just go in and like, just tap your brush. Like so. Okay, so that's my tutorial on a cut crease. Okay, hang on, y'all. There's more. So this is one style to do your cut crease, and if you keep on watching, there's a second style you can do your cut crease. So I just want to let that be known. Okay, so I couldn't resist, y'all. I added some black from my palette, so I'm using that Beauty here, and I'm just pressing that down into that crease to that outer V. And then I'm just flicking it. I mean, not flicking it, but just softly bringing it onto the lid. And also working my way around just a little bit. While tapping it out on the edge. Okay, so just remember that. Hopefully I didn't confuse anyone. But like that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put my liner on and all that jazz. I wasn't going to do another part of the video, but I decided to because I didn't want it to be unfinished. So let me do my other eye and my wing and stuff, makeup, all that stuff, and I'll be right back.